Good Tuesday morning, everyone, and thanks for checking out this update for Illinois. Another cool morning out there. We have a few flurries north of I-88, but most of us are dry, and overall, a quiet weather pattern continues here with those snow chances mainly staying off to the north. I think mainly areas to the north of I-88 there, more so along the Wisconsin border, is where those best chances for any snow will be through the next 24 hours out there. But again, most of us will stay dry as we take a look at the forecast radar. As we go through the course of the day today, a few flurries out there this morning to the north. And as we go through the day, really for a lot of the day, you're not going to see much of anything on the radar. I mean, there will be some flurries, maybe a couple brief snow showers, with just a weak flow off Lake Michigan, pushing into portions of Cook and Lake County. But that is going to be pretty minimal, though. And as we go through the afternoon, again, not much going on until we get to about 4 or 5 o'clock. I think we could start to work in a little more in the way of some snow showers out around Freeport, out towards Rockford there. Really that northern county road there with the Wisconsin border is where those highest chances will be. And if you're south of that, I think towards Kankakee, even towards really DeKalb, you're not going to see much of anything out of this, with the bulk staying just to the north this evening. We continue to see some snow showers there, mainly staying north of Chicago there through the evening and overnight. And as we go into Wednesday morning, a few flurries, maybe a couple light snow showers to the north there. Now, as we go into late tonight, early tomorrow, there will be a front starting to work in, and with just enough moisture, the moisture is very limited, but there could be a line, I think, of some very light patchy drizzle here along that front, and you do notice possibly a little bit of freezing drizzle in spots with temperatures during that time frame in the upper 20s and low 30s, and then as you head to the north, temperatures in the mid 20s, so a very light wintry mix there in the northern third of the state as we go into Wednesday morning. But again, the moisture is so limited that it's not going to be a widespread issue, but just something to keep in mind. And as we go through the morning hours Wednesday, here we go by 6, 7, 8 in the morning. That weak wave is some light drizzle shifting to the east. Beyond about 9, 10 o'clock, a lot of this precip is done. Tomorrow afternoon, that front will kind of settle in the southern portion of the state with a few sprinkles. But as you can see, most of us looking at a dry forecast as we go into the day on Wednesday. Now, total snowfall, and again, this will come from this evening into early tomorrow, and really this is looking rather limited. I think if you're north of I-88, you stand a chance for getting perhaps a dusting of snow, and then as you head towards the Wisconsin border, you might get an inch of snow out of this, but that is going to be just about it. I think if you're down in Kankakee, I would say forget it. You're not going to see anything. Chicago, you are right on the fringe. I'm almost willing to say, really no impact there, but there could be a dusting of snow there tonight, especially in the northern half of Cook County. But Chicago will kind of be right on that fringe between nothing and just a very tiny amount of snow expected. So, looking at our temperature trends as we go through the course of the day today, a little bit warmer than yesterday. You can see the southern portion of the state really winning out with some warm weather. So if you're down south of 64, south of 70, that's where you want to be today, with temperatures being a little bit warmer. Now, temperatures as we go into Wednesday, this will be our warmest day of the week. Temperatures for most of us get up to the 40s. Look at the 60 degrees down to the south. Now, temperatures by Thursday will be anywhere from 15 to as much as 30 degrees colder than this. So Thursday will be a much colder day out there. Behind that front, temperatures on Thursday only into the low 30s at best for most of the state. So definitely getting colder on Thursday. We may see a brief rebound on Friday, but then an Arctic front will come through Friday night and a Saturday. And boy, the Arctic air is going to win out as we go into the weekend. So I want to go back to the forecast radar and show you what to expect as we go into late week. Again, Wednesday night, that front will just kind of settle along the Ohio River there. Along I-64, we could continue to see a couple brief showers, and that could evolve into perhaps a very light freezing rain potential Thursday morning there, close to the I-64 corridor. So that will be something to watch, and again, it will be kind of dependent upon exactly where that front sets up Wednesday night and early Thursday. And then a chance of a light wintry mix along south of I-64 on Thursday. But it looks like for most of us on Thursday, we will stay dry. Again, Thursday's the day where we stay much colder. And as we go into Friday, probably most of the daytime is dry. There will be another front and associated disturbance coming in Friday night and a Saturday. Could bring a few rain showers initially, and then this could transition to some snow showers. So the European showing a little more of a potent wave to the north of the area here. And again, it's showing for a lot of us very little in the way of precipitation with the system. So the bigger story, I think, is going to be the fact that temperatures are going to turn much colder and a very cold pattern is settling in. One thing we have to fine-tune will be any chances for snow. The European model pretty weak and really saying little to no snow at all with this wave Friday night and a Saturday. Now, I want to show you the GFS model for that time frame as well. GFS is not that impressive with it, but it's still showing a little bit more in the way of a light snow event here in the northern third of the state Friday night and a Saturday. So we'll have to watch the trends on this. I think probably overall we're going to see very little in the way of moisture with the system. It's going to be in and out of here pretty quickly. We could see perhaps a minor snow chance of minor accumulation Friday night, especially off to the north. And then the cold air really takes over on Saturday. And it's as we head into Sunday that we do start to see some differences, more sharp differences here in the data, with the GFS continuing to show a mainly dry forecast on Sunday here, with a wave of snow showers well off to our south and to our west. Meanwhile, the European is trying to suggest a chance of some light snow. It's because it's weaker with that wave Friday night. It doesn't dive that Arctic air as far to the south, so it allows our next system or disturbance to track a little bit further north. So I think the wave Friday night, how that evolves, will dictate what can happen on Sunday if anything does happen. I think the weaker the wave Friday night is, the better a chance would be to get some snow on Sunday. If that wave Friday night stronger, it pushes that cold air further south, and it will push this wave on Sunday further south as well. So still some differences there. European trying to suggest a light snow event here in the southern portions of the state, especially as we go from Sunday and Sunday night. So we'll watch the trends on that. Again, it's a few days out. No need to get caught up in the details. And we'll have to kind of iron out those differences there as we go forward. But unfortunately, the high confidence will be the fact that temperatures are going to turn very, very cold from normal. In fact, these are 7-day temperature anomalies here for the next 7 days. Again, as we go into especially the weekend and early next week, temperatures on average the next 7 days are still about 10 degrees below normal. But look at the average for a 7-day period. By the time you get to the middle of next week, temperatures anywhere from 15 to 20 degrees below normal out there. That is impressive stuff. Again, temperatures can be very cold, and it will slowly start to relax the cold a bit as we go towards 9th, 10th, and 11th of March here with a slightly warmer pattern. Now, before we go, looking at total precipitation, and here's the best news of all. We've had just a very amplified pattern for the last several weeks, which has brought copious amounts of moisture across the state. The good thing is, with all the Arctic air that's going to be getting involved, and really our zonal flow that we're seeing right now, the patterns are not very amplified, and we're not seeing any of that subtropical moisture shifting into the area. So the reality is, rather dry forecast this week. In fact, a lot of us here are getting under a 1/10 inch of moisture over the next 7 days. Your best chance to get a little more moisture would be south of I-64, where you could even get maybe a 1/4 inch to 3/10 down there along the Ohio River. But we're not talking inches. We're talking maybe a few tenths and not inches of rain. So that is certainly very, very good news for us over the next couple of weeks with the overall drier pattern settling in here. So that's all I have for your update this morning. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us with our own call phone or email wxops@bmwx.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.